Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'll be fine. This is Cambridge for Secondary, Book 8, and today we are starting with chapter number 16, which is related to interpreting and drawing frequency diagrams. So, you people have already learned about graphs and frequency diagrams, pie charts earlier as well in earlier grades. It's something related to the previous understanding. Let's see what's happening in this question. Question number 1. You can see we are provided with a graph and it's a horizontal bar graph. Since the bars are horizontal in shape, we have usually experienced vertical bar graphs, but here we are provided with horizontal bar graphs. That is, the frequencies are given on the x-axis and the data is provided on the y-axis. Whereas generally, the bar graph is shown such that the frequency table is on the y-axis, but it doesn't matter. Now it says the frequency diagram shows the number of phone calls made by all the employees of a company on one day. So basically what happened that on one day, on a certain day, certain employees were taken sample and they were asked how many phone calls they have made in one single day. So there was how many employees, we can find out how many employees were there. So let's try to read the graph. We are provided with number of phone calls made by the employees of a company on one day. This is called the title of the graph, which is written above. And then this is the data provided to us. That is how many number of phone calls were made by different employees. So this number 0 to 9 tells us that from 0 up to 9 phone calls were made by, see the bar graphs end here. It tells us that only 2 employees were there who made 0 to 9 calls per day. It could be 4 calls, 5 calls, 3 calls, 8 calls, or it could be both of the employees would have made the same number of calls or different number of calls. We don't know, but it tells us that there were 2 employees who made less than 10 phone calls. Then comes the second bar and it is up to 8. It tells us that there were 8 employees who made 10 to 19 calls a day. That is, there were 8 employees who made more than 9 but less than 20 phone calls in one day. Then we had the third bar, here it is, which tells us that there were 6 employees who made 20 to 29 phone calls. It could be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, any number of phone calls, but it's more than 19 and less than 30 phone calls. And then there was, it is right in between 8 and 9, meaning there were 9. This is 9 now. There were 9 employees who made 30 to 39 phone calls. So from here we can easily predict that how many employees were taken this survey. Initially it was two employees who made 0 to 9 calls, then 8 employees. 2 plus 8 is 10 employees. Then 6 employees made 20 to 29, it's 16. And then there were 9 employees who made um, 30 to 39 phone calls. So it's a total of 25 employees for whom the survey was conducted. Okay, so in part A, they ask us how many employees made 10 to 19 phone calls. So we will find it out over here. This is 10 to 19 calls. We will see it's here. That is 8 employees made 10 to 19 phone calls. Then how many more employees? Whenever they ask for more employees, then it means we have to subtract. So how many more employees made 30 to 39 phone calls? So first we will find how many employees were there who made 30 to 39 phone calls. They were 9. So actually 9 employees made 30 to 39 phone calls, and 0 to 9 phone calls were only 2 employees. So we can say that there were 9 employees who made 30 to 39 phone calls, and there were only 2 employees who made 0 to 9 phone calls. So how many more employees made 30 to 39 phone calls than the one who made 0 to 9 phone calls is 7 employees. This is the answer to part B. Then comes part C. How many employees are there in the company? We have already calculated it by adding 2 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9, and that's 25 employees. And it's done. How easy it is. See? Next, we have question number 2. So question number 2 says, the frequency table shows the number of cups of coffee sold each day in a coffee shop during 1 month. Draw a frequency diagram to show the data. Now we have to make a frequency diagram, meaning we have to make a bar chart, and this is the number of cups of coffee sold given in the first column, and their frequencies are given. So first of all, we have to draw a frequency diagram. Let us draw it over here. Let us keep the frequency on the x-axis and number of uh, number of cups of coffee sold on the x-axis. Now, since the frequencies are given like this, um, 0 to 19, 20 to 39, and like that. So what we will do, we will first have, okay, you must remember that when we are drawing the table, so the frequencies must be like that. We will write it like this. 0 to 19, then 20 to 39, then 40 to 59, then 60 to 79, and then 80 to 99. And the frequencies are provided us up to 12. So let us mark with a gap of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now we will draw the bars. So the frequency for the first one is 2. It means we will draw the bar up to 2 like this. Always remember the width of each bar must be the same. Like if the width of the first bar is 2 centimeters, all the bars must be 2 centimeters each. The height will be different, but the width will be the same. Okay. Then 20 to 39 is 3. So here it is 3. We will draw it up to 3 like this. And for 40 to 59, it would be 6. Here it is 6. So we will draw it. And then for 60 to 79, it's 12. So here it is. Then 80 to 99 is 5 here. Okay, so that's how we will draw the frequency diagram. Now the next part says, oh, the next part says, which month do you think your frequency diagram represents? Which month? So according to, since the number of cups of coffee were sold, 60 to 79 cups were sold to the highest number of people. This tells us the bar graph for 12 frequency is the highest and it's 60 to 79. So it tells us that it must be a day, it must be a month in which most people prefer drinking coffee due to winters. So it could be winters. And then it says, read what Marcus says. The frequency diagram shows that the most cups of coffee sold was 99. No, it's incorrect because the most number of coffee cups of coffee sold was between 60 to 79 because the highest frequency tells us that which number of cups were uh, mostly sold. So it will be 60 to 79, not 99. 99 cannot be the answer. So basically, students, for part B, which says, which month do you think your frequency diagram represents? So what we will do, we will count the number of days. This the frequency tells us the number of days. That is, on 2 days, 0 to 19 cups were sold, 20 to 39 days, 3 cups were sold each, and 40 to 49 cups were sold on 6 days each. That is, there were 6 days on which 40 to 49 cups were sold, and then there were 12 days in which 60 to 79 cups were sold, and then there were only 5 days on which 80 to 89 cups were sold. So it tells us about the days, right? Just the question says the frequency table shows the number of cups of coffee sold each day in a coffee in a month, in 1 month. So 2 plus 3 plus 6, 11, 11 plus 12, 23, 23 plus 5 is 28. It means the survey was taken place in the month of February because it's February, which is the month of 28 days. Apart from that, none of the month has only 28 days. So it must be February, right? And then we can say that for part C, not really. It could be 99, but we cannot tell from group data information since the information is given for groups like 0 to 19 cups were sold 2 days, 20 to 39 cups were sold 3 days, and then 80 to 99 cups were sold in 5 days. So maybe it could be possible because there no bar can tell us the exact figure since it's a group data. If the data would be given for every single day or like for 1 week, or the number of cups of coffee sold were given individually, not in groups like 0 to 19, 20 to 39, not like that, but like 0 cups, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cup, 20 cups, 40 cups, 80 cups, like that, then we could tell that which cup was sold the most. Okay. Now comes the third question. So in the third question, they are saying Rayan recorded the number of text messages he sent each day for 1 month. Here are the results. So for 1 month, how many days are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Again, it's the month of February because there are 28 days in the month of February. Okay, so it says he recorded the number of text messages he sent each day for 1 month. So on the first day, he sent 23 messages to a certain number of people. Then on the next day, second day, he sent 17 messages, then 19 messages, then zero message. Then on the fourth day, maybe he was sick or due to some reason, he wasn't able to send any messages to any of his friends. And then on the next day, he sent 16 messages, then 18, then 7, 17, 15, 18, and like that. So we have to record this information in a frequency table and we have to choose suitable class. Suitable class means the range is given from the smallest number of text messages is 2 and the highest number of text messages is 24. Okay, so we have to choose a suitable range between these two numbers. So, but every class interval must be having the equal number of uh, numbers in each class. So it's up to 24. So let's make 5 to 6 classes, and in every class we will take 5 to 6 numbers. So let's take like this. Sorry, the smallest frequency is 0. So we have to make 0 to 24. And 0 to 24 are 25 numbers. So if we have 25 numbers, it's better to make 5 intervals. Why? Because 25 divided by 5 is equals to 5, and there is no factor for 25. So let's take 0 to 4, 5 numbers, 5 to 9, 5 numbers, 10 to 14, 5 numbers, and then 15 to 19, again 5 numbers, and 20 to 24, again 5 numbers, and all done. Now we will have to find the frequency. For this, we can make the tally chart. Tally chart helps us in counting. So let us make it over here. Now comes 23 comes over here. 17 comes here. 19 again comes here. 0 comes here in the first one. 16 and 18 both comes here. 7 comes here in the second column. 17 and 15, 17, 15, 18, all three comes here. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. And then 12 comes here in the third column. 10 again comes here. 18 comes here. 14 comes here. Then again 14 and 12. So they both comes here. And then 4 comes here. 20 comes in the last column. 9 comes here. 13 comes here. Again a 20. Then 11 and 19. So 11 comes in the third and 19 comes in the fourth column. Then 1, again 20, 20, two 20s. And then 24 again comes here, and 2 comes here. So the first column, the first class interval has the frequency 4, then 5 to 9 has 2, 10 to 14 has 5 plus 3, 8, then 15 to 19 has 5 plus 4, 9, and 20 to 24 has 6, 5 plus 1, 6. Now let's calculate if the total frequencies is 28 or not. So 4 plus 2, 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 9, 23, 23 plus 6, 29. Oh, I think we have taken any of the numbers twice. Let's check. So yes, in the class interval of 10 to 14, we have 7 numbers, not 8. Let's make a correction over here. And now it's done. This is called the frequency table, right? Frequency diagram is the bar chart, and frequency table is this table. Now they're saying choose suitable classes, make sure you have equal class intervals. Okay, fine, we have make sure all these things. And then they are saying draw a frequency diagram to show the data. So we will draw it the way we drew the last one. So we will take the number of text messages over here. And the frequencies here. And since the frequencies are up to 9, so let's draw it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 with the gap of 2. And then there are 5 intervals. So 0 to 4 is up to 4 here. Then 5 to 9 is 2. Then 10 to 14 is 7. So it will be right in between 6 and 8. Then comes 15 to 19. That's 9. So it will go up. In between 8 and 9. And then the last one, 20 to 24 has 6. So it will be up to 6 here. And all done. So this is how we will draw the frequency diagram. Okay, students, like this we are supposed to do the question. So we have completed up to question number 3. Inshallah, we'll do more in the next video. Until then, take care. Do subscribe to my channel if you are new. And don't forget to share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.